Welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into one of the lesser-known but deeply moving books from the Deuterocanon, the Book of Tobit. Whether you're curious about angelic encounters, faithful suffering, or the power of prayer, this story delivers. Let's break it down. What is Tobit? The Book of Tobit is a Jewish work considered canonical in the Catholic and Orthodox Bibles, but not included in the Jewish Tanakh or most Protestant Bibles. It's set during the Assyrian exile and centers around two families, Tobit and his son Tobias in Nineveh, and a young woman named Sarah in Media. Despite its non-canonical status in many traditions, it offers timeless lessons on righteousness, providence, and trust in God. Tobit's story. Tobit is a righteous Israelite living in exile. He's described as generous and faithful, burying the dead even when it was forbidden. Tobit 1:17. But tragedy strikes. He becomes blind after bird droppings fall into his eyes. Tobit 2:10. This affliction echoes Job's suffering. A good man tested not because of sin, but to prove his perseverance. Job 1:8-12. Sarah's story, despair and hope. Meanwhile, in Media, Sarah is tormented by a demon named Asmodeus, who has killed 7 of her husbands on their wedding nights. Sarah is so distraught, she contemplates taking her own life. Tobit 3:10-15. But she turns to God in prayer instead, just like Hannah in 1 Samuel 1:10. God hears both Tobit and Sarah and sends the archangel Raphael in disguise to answer their prayers. Tobit 3:17. He appears as a traveling companion for Tobit's son, Tobias, and guides him on a journey full of divine encounters, including battling a demon. This mirrors Hebrews 13:2. Do not forget to show hospitality to strangers, for by so doing some people have shown hospitality to angels without knowing it. The journey divine preparation. Tobias is sent to Media to retrieve money left behind by Tobit. Along the way, Raphael teaches him how to use the heart, liver, and gall of a fish to drive away demons and heal blindness. Tobit 6:4-8. This unusual detail reflects Jewish tradition of medicine and divine wisdom. The marriage and healing. Tobias marries Sarah, and following Raphael's instructions, uses the fish liver and heart to cast out the demon. Tobit 8:2-3. Their marriage is not just romantic but spiritual. They pray together first, trusting God to bless their union. Later, Tobias returns and uses the fish gall to heal Tobit's blindness. Tobit 11:10-14. Again, we see God's mercy at work through unlikely means. At the end, Raphael reveals he is one of the 7 angels who stand before God. Tobit 12:15. See also Revelation 8:2. He instructs them to praise God and reminds them that prayer, fasting, and charity are powerful. Tobit 12:8-9. Themes and takeaways. Tobit teaches us that faith in exile is still faith. God answers the prayers of the afflicted. Angels are ministering spirits. Hebrews 1:14. Suffering can become a path to deeper trust. The righteous are never truly forgotten. Even when God seems silent, He is working behind the scenes, sometimes through angels, sometimes through fish, always through faith. If this message encouraged you, be sure to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who could use a reminder of God's providence. And let me know in the comments, have you ever seen God work in a hidden way in your life?